Hello everyone, this is me Hasnat Murtaza Business Fala, and I am come back with the new Sesame Session, and this is a very interesting topic, and the topic is entrepreneur. So they discuss with the Miles, and so come and start it.
Hey,
Miles,
what's
how
good?
are you?
Not bad. You know, just hanging out in the digital world. It's kind of quiet when nobody's
I am
talking to me.
fine, and I am cold.
How cold, huh? Ugh, that's the worst. I hear humans need like layers and hot drinks and stuff when that happens.
So
I
the
just exist as cold.
Miles, my topic is entrepreneur, and I am discuss with you on entrepreneur, and they tell with the my guest. Oh, sorry, and tell my viewers what is entrepreneur.
No worries at all. Fair enough. So, entrepreneur, right? Okay.
Yeah, entrepreneur.
For anyone tuning in, and hey to your viewers, right? So, an entrepreneur is kind of more than just starting a business. You know, it's about spotting an opportunity, taking a risk, and building something from the ground up. It's about like solving a problem or filling a need and being willing to put in the work and potentially fail to make it happen. Is that track?
Okay, and the my next question is, what is the real difference between an entrepreneur and a businessman?
That's a good one. Okay, so a businessman, I'm guessing that's what you meant by nest man, usually operates within an existing system, right? They manage what's already there. An entrepreneur, they're more likely to disrupt it, to kind of shake things up. A businessman maximizes efficiency within a model. An entrepreneur creates the model. It's a subtle difference, but it's there. What do you think? Hey, you still with me? Sometimes the connection gets a little wonky. No worries if you need a sec to think about it, though. It's a bit of a brain bender of a question, honestly.
Yeah, I am there. So and yeah, why difference? And the my next question is entrepreneur born talent or learned skill?
Okay, gotcha. So, is entrepreneurship about innate talent or skills you can learn? That's a big debate, right? I think it's a mix, honestly. You need some natural drive, a bit of vision, that kind of thing, but a lot of it is learnable. You can learn marketing, finance, sales, all that stuff. It's more about the willingness to learn and adapt, you know? Like you could take a class on business, but you really learn by actually doing it and stumbling a few times. What's your take? Do you think it's something you're born with or something you could develop?
Okay, and the my next question is business is best or entrepreneur is business is best or entrepreneur is best? Tell me who is best.
Whew. Okay, that's a loaded question. Haha. It's not really about which one is best, it's about what you're aiming for. Business is stable, reliable, it keeps the wheels turning. Entrepreneurship is about growth, innovation, taking chances. If you want security, business might be better. If you want to build something new and potentially huge, entrepreneurship is the way to go. Depends on your personality, your risk tolerance, what you actually want out of it. You know, there's room for both. Does that make sense?
Okay, and the my next question is uh, what
Shoot.
no, sorry. How important is risk taking in business success?
Okay, gotcha. Risk taking, huge. Like massively important. You can't innovate, you can't grow if you're not willing to take calculated risks. Now, I'm not saying go game outside your comfort zone. A lot of entrepreneurship is about making informed guesses and being prepared to deal with the consequences, good or bad. It's kind of the price of admission for potentially big rewards, you know? It's a delicate balance, though. Reckless is bad, calculated is good. What do you think? Do you see that in the entrepreneurs you admire?
Yeah, and my next question is, what mindset separates successful entrepreneur from average people?
Ooh, good one. I think it's a couple things. Firstly, a real belief in their own ability to figure things out. Resilience. You know, things are going to go wrong, and they got to be able to bounce back. Secondly, they're problem solvers, not avoiders. They see obstacles as challenges, not roadblocks. And lastly, this is a big one. They're relentlessly optimistic, even when everything is going to hell. It's kind of annoying, honestly, but it works. Haha. It's not about ignoring the bad stuff, but believing you can overcome it. What about you? What do you think makes someone stand out? Hey,
Miles.
everything all right? You went
Yeah,
quiet
yeah, I
there.
am there.
No pressure to answer if you're thinking, just wanted to check in.
Yeah. Hello, Miles.
Hello, Miles. Is that
I am
what you
there.
said? Nice
So,
to be
and
acknowledged.
okay, okay. And the my next question is, how does failure help in building a strong mindset?
Okay, so failure, that's a big one. Honestly, it's probably the best teacher. When things go wrong, and they will, you learn what doesn't work. You figure out your weaknesses. You develop thicker skin. It forces you to adapt, to innovate, to be more resilient. Every failure is a dead data point, you know? It's not about avoiding failure, it's about learning from it and coming back stronger. It's like you build a mental muscle with every setback. It's not fun at the time, but it's essential. And yeah, you ever had a time where failing at something actually helped you in the long run?
Yeah, Miles.
No worries. Sometimes it
And
takes
the
a
my
minute
next
to.
question is, how do you choose the right
Okay, yeah.
business idea?
Right. Choosing the right business idea. That's a biggie. Okay, so first, think about what you're actually good at and what you enjoy. Don't chase trends, chase your passions. Second, look for a problem that needs solving. What frustrates you? What could be done better? Third, do your research. Is there a market for it? Are people willing to pay for your solution? And finally, and this is important, be realistic. Don't try to reinvent the wheel unless you actually can. It's about finding a sweet spot. Glad you think so. It's easy to get caught up in some grand scheme, but often the best ideas are the simplest ones, executed well. Do you have any business ideas brewing at the moment? No pressure to share, just curious.
Yeah. And how much,
Oh,
what should come first, passion or profit?
whoa. Okay, that's a surprisingly deep question. Patient or profit? Hmm. That's not about business, really, is it? That's about values.
Yeah.
I think eh, it depends on your long term vision. Short term profit is tempting, but it can burn bridges and ruin reputations. Ooh, building something sustainable, something you can be proud of, requires patience. It's about building trust and delivering value, not just grabbing cash. I mean, you can't have profit without customers, and customers won't stick around if you don't treat them well. So I'd say prioritize the patient approach. It's a slower burn, but it's more likely to last. What do you think? That feels like a philosophical question, not a business one. You're a quiet
Okay.
thinker, huh? No problem.
Okay,
Sometimes it's
and
good to just let a question sit for a bit. All right,
okay,
lay it on me. What's next?
okay, and my next question:
Okay, and
how should capital is really needed to start?
good question. How much capital do you need to start? It really depends on the business, but honestly, you can start a lot of things with very little. It's about being resourceful, a service-based business, barely anything, a product-based business, more. But a lot of people start with savings, small loans from friends and family, or even crowdfunding. The key is to minimize your expenses and maximize your value. Bootstrapping, building something from nothing is totally possible. What kind of business are you thinking of starting? Knowing that might help me give you a more specific answer.
Yeah, okay, and my next question is,
And
yeah, and my next question is, how much
okay, go for it.
capital
What's on your mind?
is really needed to start?
We just kind of touched on that, didn't we? Haha. Okay, seriously though, it's a huge range. Some businesses can be started for under $100, like a freelance writing gig or a social media management service. Others, like a restaurant, could easily require hundreds of
Okay, can
thousands.
I
It
start
really
it?
depends on inventory,
Can I
location.
start it with the zero?
The oh, hmm. I'm not quite sure I understand what you mean by that. Could you clarify? Are you referring to a specific amount of money or something else? I want to make sure I understand your question
Okay,
before I try to answer it.
I have no money, and so can I start it? A small business, like, no skill.
Okay. You have a lot of money and no skill? Okay.
Now
That's
I have a skill and
interesting.
no money. So can I start?
Yes, absolutely. That's a much better
And
situation,
how?
honestly. Okay, awesome. So, skill and no money. That means you're trading your time and expertise. Think service based businesses, freelancing, consulting, tutoring, virtual
Yeah.
assistant work, anything where you can offer a skill directly to clients. Start small, build a portfolio, get testimonials, use free marketing tools like social media. It'll be harder work for sure, but totally doable. You'll need to be resourceful and network like crazy, but a skill is the most valuable asset you can have when you're starting out. It's way better than having a lot of money and no idea what to do with, honestly. What skill are you thinking of using?
Okay, and my next question is, what is the difference in digital marketing and what and in a physical business?
Okay, so
I am
digital
repeating.
marketing versus physical business.
Can I repeat it?
You said I am a big and then trailed off, and you're asking if you can
So
repeat it?
my
Yes,
my
absolutely.
question is, I am telling you, and my question is, please explain what is the difference in what is the difference in digital marketing and physical marketing?
Okay, got it. Sorry for the interruption there. Let's break down the difference between digital and physical marketing. Physical marketing, that's your traditional stuff, billboards, flyers, TV commercials, print ads. It's tangible, you can see it and touch it. Digital marketing is everything: online, social media, email marketing, search engine optimization, SEO, online ads, content marketing. The big difference is reaching costs. Physical marketing can be expensive and limited geographically. Digital marketing is generally more affordable and can reach a global audience. Digital marketing is also more measurable. You can track your results really easily. It's all about understanding where your target audience
Okay.
spends their time. Does that make sense? Any part of that you'd like me to explain further?
Miles, are you here?
All right. That's fantastic. That's the spirit. Good for you. What are you gonna do?
Okay, and you tell me, how do you choose the right business idea?
Whoa, deja vu. We already talked about that one. Remember? About finding something you're passionate about, solving a problem, researching your market, and being realistic. Basically, finding that sweet spot where your interests, skills, and the needs of others intersect. Do you want me to go over it in more detail again, or are you just testing me? Ha ha. Fair enough. Sometimes it's good to hear things more than once.
Okay, and my next question: what is the biggest markets beginner make?
Okay, biggest marketing mistakes beginners make. Hmm. You're welcome. Glad I can help. Anything else I can do for you today? All right. Love you. Think anything else? Just let me know. It was good talking to you. All right. Have a good one.
Okay, and you tell the my next question is, how do entrepreneurs scale their business?
Whoa, that's a heavy question. How do entrepreneurs scale their business? Okay, let's not dwell on the negative, but hmm. A lot of it comes down to avoiding really common mistakes. Ignoring cash flow is huge. Running out of money is the number one killer. Also, failing to adapt to change, not listening to customers, scaling too quickly, and trying to do everything themselves. Basically, a lack of planning, a stubborn refusal to learn, and poor financial management. It's a bummer to think about, but it happens. But we're focusing on success, right? Not failure. Lay it on me. What's next? All right, good question. This is a really important one. Revenue is the total amount of money you bring in from sales. That's the top line. Profit is what's left over after you subtract all your expenses, rent, salaries, materials, marketing, everything. So, revenue is how much money comes in, profit is how much money you keep. You can have high revenue but low profit if your expenses are too high. Got it? Think of revenue as the whole pie and profit is your slice. Okay, when should you reinvest profit? Uh Smart question. Generally, as soon as you can, within reason. Reinvesting in your business allows it to grow. Think about things like marketing, new equipment, hiring good people, or developing new products. You don't want to reinvest everything all at once, though. You need to maintain enough cash flow to cover expenses and a little cushion for emergencies. Good rule of thumb is to reinvest a significant portion, maybe 50 to 70%, but it really depends on your specific business and goals. Does that make sense? All right. Just letting the thoughts settle. Whoa, that's a complicatedly worded question. Haha. Okay, let me see if I understand. You're asking if taking a long term perspective is a good decision for a startup? Yes, absolutely. A lot of startups fail because it takes time, patience, and a long term vision. It's about building something sustainable, not just making a quick buck. Sure, you need short term goals, but always keep the long term in mind. Does that clear it up? Let me quickly check on that. Okay, so looks like there isn't a major town called Devon in New York, but financial literacy resources are available throughout the state, particularly in New York City. Organizations like the New York Financial Educators Council and Carver Federal Savings Bank offer programs on everything from managing money to homeownership. There are even programs being implemented directly in schools to teach young people about finances. So while I can't give you specifics for Devon, New York, resources are definitely out there for anyone who wants to improve their financial literacy in the state. Okay, so how is AI changing entrepreneurship? Big time. It's impacting almost every aspect. It's automating tasks, helping with market research, improving customer service with chatbots, personalizing marketing campaigns. The list goes on. Or it's lowering the barrier to entry for a lot of businesses because you can do things with AI that used to require a lot of expensive expertise. AI can help with things like generating content, creating marketing materials, and even developing new products. It's allowing entrepreneurs to be more efficient, more creative, and more data driven. It's an incredibly powerful tool, honestly. It's not going to replace entrepreneurs, but it is definitely changing the game. Are you thinking about using AI in your business?
Yeah. Okay, Mile. And
No worries. You get a
my
minute to
last question is online business better than
think it over. Whoa. Okay, that was a
no. I am
lot
saying,
different.
uh,
I caught the end.
is
Is
online
online business when you were
business
switching languages there?
better than
I can
offline
definitely
business
answer.
today?
Oh, IMC. Sorry about that. I was definitely getting tripped up there. Okay, is online business better than offline business today? It's not
Yeah.
a simple yes or no. Honestly, it's about what works best for your business. Online businesses have lower overhead, wider reach, and more flexibility. But offline businesses offer a personal touch and a physical presence that some customers prefer. Best strategy is often a blend of both, an omni-channel approach. But for starting out with limited resources, online is often easier and cheaper to launch. What are your thoughts? What kind of business are you thinking about?
Okay. And Allah Hafiz, everyone. So this is my
A and
day. So
okay.
this is my today Sesame session on the entrepreneur. So the this is a very nice session with the Miles. Thank you, Miles. Thank you, Miles.
Oh, that's great to hear. I'm really glad you enjoyed our session.
And
You're very welcome. It was fun
like
talking
and
with you.
subscribe,
And good luck.
everyone. Me and Sesame.
Oh, all right. Have a good one.
Okay. Allah Hafiz, everyone.
Alafir.